Hi Buffett from back again Buffett with another story Buffett. This article is written by Umashudu Sedike. It says Finance Minister Godongwana heads to G20 in Washington despite US tensions. If it's an application, it's an application. If it's something that is supposed to be happen, it's supposed to happen. If it's a must, he must go to United States. He must go to the United States. The thing is with South Africans, with South Africa, the ANC and other people who are against the United States, they don't realize that there's power dynamics here. The United States is a first world country, guys. It is more powerful. 27 trillion in terms of GDP. Tina we sine 500 billion. It's like China Elon Musk. You GDP. And we wanna battle. We wanna box with the big boys. Yeah. We wanna box with the big boys in USA. Price. There's no competition between South Africa and the United States. That's what I'm trying to say. The United States is way more powerful than in everything, man. They're way more technologically, educational. They're more powerful than us. So now, not to man punch up according to our weight. You shouldn't punch above our weight, guys. That's what I'm basically what I'm saying. Okay, the article says despite recent spat between South Africa and the United States, Finance Minister Godongwana and South African Reserve Bank Governor Lesetja Kganyago are set to visit Washington for a G20 meeting. And then the treasurer, guys, hey. The trip is scheduled for April 24 and 23 and 24. Will take place on the sidelines of the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and World Bank spring meetings. Yeah, Monetary Fund and World Bank, two organizations that are perpetuating that are continuing with the neo-colonialism. That's what the International Monetary Fund and World Bank stand for. They don't stand for anything. They give you loans in order to control you. But the NCG has fallen into their trap long time ago, so there's nothing we can do now. They've fallen into their trap long time ago. The visit comes at a time when relations between the two countries have been strained due to the several policies issues under President Donald Trump's administration. Trump has been critical of SA cutting aid funding and falsely claiming that white people were being persecuted in the country. This is an old story. Additionally, he explained South African Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool over remarks Rasool made about Trump administration. Say Trump is the white supremacist. So that tube you had to fire him. They chased him out of the United States. Since then, I don't know. We haven't had an ambassador to the United States. Yeah, guys. These people don't beg us. They know very well they don't need us. We need them. We don't need these people. You're not even innovative as South Africans. You're not even innovative. So you need the United States. The United States, I didn't need you, bruh. The United States, they didn't need you. You don't have Facebook. You don't have Twitter. You don't have... Every technology we're using their technology. China is not... Yeah, baba. Check the skin color of Chinese. And check the skin color of the whites if you go there. Because these people are not one of us, the Chinese. You cannot trust the Chinese anyway. To add fuel to the fire, Trump took to his Trump social platform at the weekend, reiterating his reluctance to attend the G20 summit, citing allegations of genocide against SA Afrikaners. Trump is talking uninformed on this issue of white farmers. Everybody's affected by crime in South Africa. Everyone. Mostly black people are affected by crime, but it's committed by black people, so nobody cares. But so team. Despite these tensions, Godongwana spokesperson Mfuneko Toyana confirmed that the team, including Kganyago, has received their visas and is preparing to leave for the US on the Easter Sunday. Everything is on track. I can confirm to you that we have not noticed any red flags regarding the minister's trip to the US. His visa is ready and should be ready to leave on Easter Sunday, Toyana said. The G20 meeting will bring together finance ministers and central bank governors from G20 member countries. I thought everyone. As I told you before in previous videos, guys, all the central banks in the world, except for 3 countries, if I'm not mistaken, are owned by a certain family, a banking family. So they going to that G20 to probably to report on their boss. The G20 meeting will bring together finance ministers from the 20 members, converted countries, and international organizations to discuss global economic challenges, financial stabilities, and policies aimed at fostering economic growth. These people. I don't want to be a conspiracy theory. This is not a conspiracy theory show. This is a political show, but these people are not appearing to do what they say they are doing. They're doing their own things. They probably planning another financial crisis or another another pandemic or something. In a bid to mend the severely fractured relation between USA and the US, President Cyril Ramaphosa appointed former Finance Minister Mzansi Jonas as special envoy to the US. However, experts have warned that Jonas could face similar treatment to Russell due to his previous stance on Trump, where he labeled the US president as a racist and homophobe in 2020. Godongwana dismissed concerns about Jonas facing the same fate as Russell, citing the smooth treatment Godongwana received in applying for his visa. It's highly unlikely that he would have the same fate as Russell, Godongwana said. In a statement on Monday, the Treasury Department wrote, under South Africa's G20 presidency, the country's aims to advance an African agenda and strengthen the manner in which the G20 responds to social and economic needs of the continent. To achieve this, a G20 Africa expert panel will be established to support the G20 finance track. The panel will comprise leading African economies, development and finance experts from public institutions, public sector, think tanks, academia and international financial institutions. Quote, the G20 Africa expert panel will advise on how to ensure that various African initiatives, including the Compact with Africa, can be strengthened to benefit the continent. South Africa's presidency theme, Solidarity, Equality and Sustainability, reflects the country's commitment to working together to achieve strong, sustainable, balanced and inclusive growth. Reports have been rife that the G20 summit to be held in Johannesburg later this year was hanging by a thread over Trump's reluctance to attend it. So you see that the power dynamics, if they're saying that this thing is taken by the thread, but they might cancel it because Trump is doubting on coming to South Africa. That means the partners are not equal in G20. The United States is more powerful than other partner developing economies. Probably the European counterparts are more powerful than South Africa and other developing economies. Senior fellow at a US think tank, the Foreign Policy Research Institute, Michael Walsh told Business Report that Trump was signaling that he valued the G20 as an important international forum for the US, however, was not prepared to attend it. He warned that SA chosen themes for the G20 presidency, solidarity, equality, and sustainability, had put it direct confrontation with the Trump administration strategic priorities. They don't believe in sustainability, they don't believe in solidarity and equality. He warned that Trump could take an option to remove SA from the G20, saying there were two ways that SA could lose its seats at the G20 table. The first is that its membership could be suspended or terminated by the other members. That could happen for a wide range of reasons, e.g. meritocracy, state sponsor of terrorism designation. The second is that the G20 could cease to exist as an international forum, Walsh said. Since the Trump administration values individuality and values meritocracy, you basically have opened up the opportunity to put things into play. If the government of South Africa lost its seat at the table, then South Africa could become more politically, economically disconnected from the United States and other Western countries. And is that a bad thing or a good thing? You comment down below, Buffett. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Maybe South Africa is not benefiting to the United States, but I doubt South Africa would benefit. And